Computing class, this is a short video to show you what we've done so far throughout the semester. We all know who the two competing candidates were, and Mr. Brian Kemp and Miss Stacey Abrams, each representing their respective parties with the political mascots that show on the screen. We made use of Slack, and most of our interaction was, through Slack. We made channels so that different tasks were divided separately and for the ease of use, basically. This is how our data set looked like. We've collected data using Apache Storm, and we've labeled the datas. We've labeled each of the tweets from 0, 1, 2, or 3. This is a small snippet of the code, and which will further be explained by my other teammate. Thank you.
So let's talk about the pre-processing. In pre-processing, we first import the CSV file, and then each tweet is processed individually by converting it to the lowercase, replacing the URLs with the keyword URL, replacing the user mentions with their specific Brian Kemp and Stacey Abrams, and other user mentions with the just keyword user mentions. Also, we're taking care of the hashtags, where the one which are relevant to us, we are keeping it as it is, and the one which is not are getting replaced by keyword hashtags. We're also replacing the dots, like multiple dots representation, and stripping any spaces, and we are handling the emojis, replacing all the emojis with the keyword emoji, and also we are making sure that the words, the tweet is follows under the alphabet of A to Z. Okay, let's talk about the model, the LSTM bidirectional using Glow. We imported the Keras and TensorFlow works in the backend. We imported the CSV file final data sets, and considering the tweets which are pre-processed, we then create the embedding matrix of by importing the Glow 6 billion of 100D dimension files, which is an embedding files, which then and then we create a tokenization and embedding matrix of 2100 that has a shape, and then we created our models with the dropout and activation, and applied the softmax, and then with the summary we got these parameters. We then load our weights, which is generated by when we are training the model, and then we predicted the tweets based on whether it is 0, 1, 2, 3 by creating the Y prediction, and then we plot the graph, and we get the results as the number of tweets counts for Kemp negative, Kemp positive, Kemp Stacey negative, and Stacey positive. Thank you.
We'll see how data collection is performed. We have used Apache Storm to perform data collection. A Storm application which takes in data and processes it is known as Storm topology. Every Storm topology has two basic components, spout and bolt. Spout is the root of topology. It collects the data from the source, Twitter in our case. It is responsible for pushing data forward into the rest of Storm topology. Twitter bolt are component which actually perform the data processing, such as extracting tweet information. Once the required tweet information is collected, it passes this to another bolt, Twitter file writer in our case, which writes the data into a CSV file. This is how data processing is being done.
Alexa, open Georgia election.
Welcome Cloud Computing class. I am a member of GA Governor Elections team along with Rakesh, Radhika, Shrutika, and Ayush. What would you like to know about the midterm elections?
Alexa, who is the winner of Georgia?
Winner for Georgia election is Brian Kemp. He received a total of 1,978,408 votes. He belongs to GOP party.